Good morning. All right, so we're gonna start taking a seat on our mat. Oh, I just lost somebody. I think it's Joe. Hopefully I find her. All right, so we'll sit up nice and tall on the mat. Roll those shoulder blades back into that back pocket. Let me pull this forward just a little bit more. So I want you to just kind of start hollowing out that breath. Close that mouth. Breathe through that nose. Roll those shoulder blades back into that back pocket. So before we get started today, we're just gonna start thinking about our intention for class this morning. So shutting out the rest of the world and just focusing on our next 75 minutes of practice. I'll open up with this. When your world moves too fast and you lose yourself in the chaos, introduce yourself to each color of the sunset. Reacquaint yourself with the earth beneath your feet. Thank the air that surrounds you with every breath you take. Find yourself in the appreciation of life. So with that, we're gonna inhale, reach our arms up overhead. Exhale, heart center. Inhale, reach our arms up overhead. Exhale, heart center. One more time, let's inhale, reach those arms up nice and high. And exhale. We're gonna take our left hand, place it on our right knee, give ourselves a little spinal twist, gazing over that right shoulder. And then find yourself back in the center. Take that right hand, place it on your left knee. Left hand goes back behind you. Give yourself a little spinal twist. Find yourself back in the center. Inhale those arms up overhead. Take that left hand, grab at that right wrist. Give yourself a little tip to the side. Keep that chest up nice and tall. And then back to the center. Take that right hand, grab at that left wrist. Tip it to that opposite side. And release. We'll take those hands, interlace them back behind that back. Shine that chest towards the front of the room. Release from there. We're gonna take some movement on the mat. So we're pushing it back to a downward facing dog. So spread those fingers nice and wide. Press that chest towards your thighs. Press those heels towards the mat. So spending this whole practice really trying to get those heels a little bit closer to the mat. That chest a little bit closer to the thighs, just allowing that head to hang between those arms. We're closing our mouths, breathing through that nose. Nice deep breath through that belly. We'll start by slowly walking those feet up to those hands. Forward fold, tuck that chin into your chest. Bend those knees as much as you need to. Straight legs bring you up. Inhale, reach those arms up overhead. Exhale, heart center. Inhale, reach those arms up. Exhale, forward fold, hands come down to the mat. Tuck that chin into that chest. Inhale, lengthen, straighten it all up. Come up onto those fingertips. Gaze out in front of that mat. Take those hands, place them on those shins. Squeeze those blades back behind you. Exhale, fold it back in, tuck it tight. Take that right foot, step it way, way back onto that mat. Give me a low runner's lunge. Place both those hands on the inside of that left foot, squeezing that left knee and left shoulder towards one another. Take that left hand, place it on the outside of that left foot, step that left foot back, find that high plank position. Squeeze those blades nice and tight behind you. Squeeze that midsection. And then take that right foot, step it up. Placing both hands on the inside now of that right foot. Pressing that left heel down to the mat, reaching that crown of the head forward. Again, focusing on slowing down that breathing, closing that mouth, breathing. Nice deep breath through that belly. Take that right foot, step it back. Find that high plank position. Squeeze those blades back behind you. Slowly walk those hands back to those feet. Forward fold, tuck it tight. Inhale, reach those arms up overhead. You're at the back of the mat. Exhale, hands heart center. Inhale, reach it up. Exhale, forward fold. Hands come down to the mat. Walk it all the way out. Find that high plank. We'll go into our first chaturanga. So tuck those elbows in nice and tight at your sides, just like a tricep push-up. Lower down 3/4 or all of the way. Flip those toes for your first up dog. Staying right here, we're gonna take that chin, bring it over to that right shoulder. Bring that chin back to the center. Let's go to that left side. And find yourself back in the center. Push it back to that downward facing dog. We'll go through 3 sun salutations, giving ourselves 5 breaths before we move on. Let's bend those knees. Take a look through those hands. Hop or step it forward. Forward fold. Straight legs bring us up. Inhale, reach. Exhale, heart center. Inhale, reach those arms. Exhale, forward fold. Hands come down to the mat. Tuck that chin into your chest. Inhale, lengthen, straighten it up. Come up onto those fingertips. Exhale, tuck it back in. Gaze goes out. Hop or step it back. High plank. Chaturanga. Up dog. Push it away to downward facing dog. 5 breaths. Always working to push that chest back towards those thighs. Trying to stay out of those neck and shoulders. Let's bend those knees. Take a look through those hands. Hop or step it forward. Forward fold. Inhale, reach those arms up overhead. Exhale, heart center. Inhale, reach. Exhale, dive it through. Inhale, lengthen, straighten it up. Exhale, tuck it back in. Gaze goes forward, hop or step it back. High plank finds that chaturanga. Push it away. One more time, let's bend those knees. Take a look through those hands. Hop or step it forward. Forward fold. Inhale, reach. Exhale, heart. Soft bend in those knees. Inhale, reach. Exhale, dive it through. Inhale, lengthen, straighten it up. Exhale, tuck it back in. Gaze goes forward, hop or step it back. High plank finds that chaturanga. Push it away. Let's exhale that right foot up, bend that knee, open up that hip towards the side wall. So make sure you're not dumping too much weight into that left wrist. Spin that right ankle around just a little bit, stretch out through that side body. Find yourself back in the center, pull it through, find your first crescent lunge. So both feet face forward, arms reach up overhead. Inner biceps are by those ears. Roll those blades back into that back pocket. Exhale, tip it forward. Fingertips reach forward towards that wall. Chest is lifted up off that right thigh. Straighten that back leg, press that heel down to the mat. Exhale, hands down to the mat. Left hand stays, right arm peels and opens up. Right hand comes down, step that right foot back, flow through, that's all. Let's exhale that left foot up in that knee, open up that hip towards the side wall. So make sure you're not dumping too much weight into that right wrist this time. Stretching through that left side body. Spin that left ankle around just a little bit. Find yourself back in the center, pull it through, crescent lunge, left side, reach those arms up overhead. Exhale, tip it forward, straighten that back leg. Release those front toes, make sure those biceps are by your ears. Exhale, hands down to the mat, right stays, left feels, open up. Left hand comes down, step it back, flow through. Push it away. So we'll have quite a few flows today. If you want to take any out, especially when you're going from right to left side, just remove it, move straight onto that left side, pushing back to that downward facing dog. If you find yourself in that downward facing dog and you need a little bit of a rest, just take that child's pose. So let's bend those knees, take a look through those hands, hop or step it forward, forward fold. Let's sit back into a chair, reach those arms up overhead, or you can bring them to heart center, squeezing together those feet, those inner thighs, keeping that core nice and tight. Inhale, reach those arms up overhead. Exhale, dive it through. Hop or step it back, high plank finds that chaturanga, or just push it back to that downward facing dog. Let's exhale that right foot up. Inhale, pull through, crescent lunge. Exhale, tip it forward. Exhale, hands down to the mat, left stays, right heels, open up. Right hand comes down, step it back, flow through, or just push back to that downward facing dog. Exhale, left foot. Inhale, pull through, crescent lunge. Exhale, tip it forward. Exhale, hands down to the mat, right stays, left peels. Left hand comes down, step it back, flow through, or just push it back to that downward facing dog. Give me 5 breaths in downward facing dog with that mouth closed, breathing through that nose. Let's bend those knees, take a look through those hands, hop or step it forward, forward fold. Find that chair. Inhale, reach. Exhale, dive it through. Hop or step it back. High plank to chaturanga. Exhale, right foot. Inhale, pull through, crescent lunge. Exhale, tip it forward. Hands come down to the mat, left stays, right heels. Right hand comes down, step it back, flow through, or push back to that downward facing dog. Exhale, left foot. Inhale, pull through, crescent lunge. Exhale, tip it forward. Exhale, hands down to the mat, right stays, left heels. Left hand comes down, step it back, flow through. Push it away. We'll have one more just like that. We'll find those 5 breaths in downward facing dog. Let's bend those knees. Take a look through those hands. Hop or step it forward. Forward fold. Sit it back into that chair. Inhale, reach. Exhale, dive it through. Hop or step it back. Exhale that right foot up. Inhale, pull through. Crescent lunge. Exhale, tip it. Exhale, hands down, left stays, right heels opens up. Right hand comes down, step it back, flow through. Exhale, left foot. Inhale, crescent. Exhale, tip. Exhale, hands down, right stays, left feels. And let it go. Step it back, flow through. Push it away. Let's exhale that right foot up. Inhale, pull through. Find our first warrior one. Right foot faces forward. Left foot faces towards the side. Arms reach up overhead. I'm going to square those hips and shoulders by dropping that left arm down out in front of me. Squeeze that right knee back to the midline of the body. Lift that left arm back up. Exhale, open to 2. Squeeze those blades back behind you. Release those front toes. Straighten that front leg. Reverse that warrior with a straight front leg. Gaze goes up towards that right wrist. Find me back in that warrior 2. Again, squeeze those blades back behind you. Windmill those hands down. Spin those left toes. Step it back. Flow through. Keeping it simple to start. Exhale that left foot up. Inhale, pull through. Warrior 1. I'm going to square those hips and shoulders by dropping that right arm out in front of me. Inhale that arm back up overhead. Exhale, open to 2. Squeeze those blades. Tuck that tailbone beneath you. Straighten that front leg. Reverse that warrior with a straight front leg. Exhale back to that warrior 2. Windmill those hands down. Spin those right toes. Step it back. Flow through. Push it away. 5 breaths. Let's bend those knees. Take a look through those hands. Hop or step it forward. Forward fold. This time, straight legs bring us up. Slight bend in those knees. Exhale, heart center. Inhale, reach. Exhale, dive it through. Hop or step it back. Flow through. Exhale that right foot up. Inhale, pull through. Warrior 1. We'll get rid of that squaring of the hips. Exhale, open to 2. Straighten that front leg, reverse that warrior with the straight front leg, slight bend in that knee. Exhale, take me back to warrior 2. Let it go, flow through. Exhale, left foot, inhale, warrior 1. Exhale, open to 2. Straighten that front leg, reverse that warrior. Take me back to 2. Let it go, flow through. Push it away, 5 breaths. Let's bend those knees. Take a look through those hands. Hop or step it forward. Forward fold. Straight legs bring us up. Inhale, reach. Exhale, heart. Inhale, reach. Exhale, dive it through. Hop or step it back. High plank finds that chaturanga. Exhale that right foot up. Inhale, pull through. Warrior 1. Exhale, 2. Straighten reverse. Take me back to that 2. Let it go. Flow through. Exhale left. Inhale, pull through. Warrior 1. Exhale 2. Straighten reverse. Back to 2. Let it go, flow through. Push it away, give me those 5 breaths. We'll have one more just like that. Let's bend those knees. Take a look through those hands. Hop or step it forward. Forward fold. Straight legs bring us up. Exhale, heart center. Inhale, reach. Exhale, dive it through. Hop or step it back. High plank finds that chaturanga. Exhale that right foot up. Inhale, pull through. Warrior 1. Exhale, open to 2. Straighten reverse. Back to 2. Let it go. Flow through. Exhale, left foot. Inhale, warrior 1. Exhale, open to 2. Straighten reverse. Back to 2. Flow through. Push it away. I'm going to deeply bend my left knee, press my right heel down to the mat, try to tuck my chin into that left knee. Just add some length through that right hamstring, right hip. Let's switch it up, deeply bend that right knee, add some length to that left side. Drop our chin, our forehead in towards that right knee. Find yourself in the center. Let's just pedal it out, right and left. Slowly working those heels closer to the mat, right and left. One more time each side. Getting off our wrist for a second, let's drop it down, find that tabletop position. We're gonna go through a few bird dogs on each side. So tuck that tailbone up to your spine. We'll reach that right arm, left leg. Squeeze that knee and elbow in towards one another. Push it out. Good, squeeze it in nice and slow, keeping those hips nice and level down to the mat. Push it out. Give me 3 more, squeeze it in. Push it out. Last 2, squeeze it in. Push it out. Last 1, squeeze it in. And push it out. Place that right hand, left knee down. Resituate yourself. Make sure everything is nice and level. We'll reach that left arm, right leg out. Squeeze it in. Elbow hits the knee. Push it out. Squeeze it in. Push it out. Squeeze it in. Push it out. Give me 2 more. Squeeze it in. Push it out. Last 1. Squeeze it in. Push it out. Place those hands and knees back down on the mat. Put those feet together. Spread those knees nice and wide. Push it back to that child's pose. Reach those fingertips forward. Drop that forehead down to the mat. Open up those hips. And push it back to that downward facing dog. We're gonna find an extra stretch here. So you're gonna exhale that right foot up, inhale, pull through, take me all the way to that warrior 2. Open up. We'll straighten up that right leg, turn those toes so they face the corners of the room. Tuck that tailbone beneath you, arms are outstretched. Forward fold, swan diving down. Drop those hands down to the mat. Just allow yourself to hang here for a second. Press your weight through your heels. Feel that lengthen those hamstrings. Release those hands from the mat. Grab those opposite elbows. Shake your head yes. Shake your head no. Release those hands back down to the mat. Take that left hand, bring it to that right ankle. Reach that right arm up nice and high for me. Try to press back through that right heel. Hands come back to the center. We're going to take a low lunge here. So we're going to bend that left knee, straighten that right leg. Hands can be down on the mat or at that heart center. Flex those right toes back towards your face. Squeeze those blades back behind you. Let's take it back to that warrior 2. Squeeze those blades. And let it go. Flow through. We'll do that same thing on that opposite side. So we'll exhale that left foot up, inhale, pull through, take me all the way to that warrior 2. Squeeze those blades. Straighten up that front leg, turn those toes so they face the corners of the wall. Tuck that tailbone beneath you, swan dive forward, drop those arms down. This time I'm gonna take my hands, I'm gonna face those fingers back behind me. Stretching out through those forearms. Walking back a little bit further, it'll work your head closer towards that mat. And then release from there. Walk those hands back forward. Take that right hand, grab at that left wrist, reach that left arm up nice and high for me. Press through that left heel. Left hand comes down. Transition back to that low lunge. Bend that left knee, straighten that, bend that right knee, straighten that left leg. Chest is up nice and tall. Our hands can be down on the mat. Flex those left toes back towards your face. Feel that stretch all through that left inner thigh. Take me back to that warrior two. And let it go. Windmill those hands down, spin those right toes, step it back, flow through. Push it away. Give me those 5 breaths and that downward facing dog. We move on. We're going to start this one out with a standing split. So we'll exhale that right foot up. Walk those hands all the way back to that left foot. Forward fold into that left knee. Press that way through that left heel. Flex that right foot for me. Lift it up nice and high, trying to keep those hips level. And then walk those hands back out. Step that right foot through. Give me that crescent lunge. Exhale those hands to heart center. Find that twist. Left tricep finds the outside of that right thigh. Squeeze those palms together for me. Hands come down, step it back, flow through. Exhale that left foot up. Walk those hands slowly back to that right foot. Find that standing split on that opposite side. Tuck that chin in tight. Work that forehead towards that knee. Flex that left foot. Keep those hips level. Slowly walk those hands out. Pull that left knee through. Find that crescent lunge. Inhale, reach those arms. Exhale, hands heart center. Find that twist. Right tricep finds the outside of that left thigh. Squeeze those blades. Squeeze those palms. Release those left toes. Straighten that back leg. And let it go. Step it back. Flow through. So we'll take out that standing split. We're just going to go through that simple crescent to twist. We'll be starting back in that chair. So let's bend those knees. Take a look through those hands. Hop or step it forward. Forward fold. Find that chair. Inhale, reach. Exhale, dive it through. Hop or step it back. High plank finds that chaturanga. Exhale that right foot up. Inhale, pull through. Crescent lunge. Exhale, hands heart center. Find that twist. Squeeze. And let it go. Step it back. Flow through. Exhale, left foot. Inhale, pull through. Crescent lunge on that left side. Reach. Exhale, hands heart center. Find that twist. Let it go. Step it back. Flow through. We'll do 2 more like that, then we're adding in another stretch. Let's bend those knees, take a look through those hands, hop or step it forward, forward fold. Sit into that chair. Inhale, reach. Exhale, dive it through. Hop or step it back. Exhale, right foot, inhale, pull through, crescent lunge. Exhale, heart center. Find that twist. Let it go. Step it back, flow through. Again, if you're ready to take those flows out, just switch to that opposite side. Listen to your body. Exhale, left foot. Inhale, crescent. Exhale, heart center. Add that twist. Let it go. Flow through or push it back to that downward facing dog. We'll have 1 more. Let's bend those knees. Take a look through those hands. Hop or step it forward. Forward fold. Sit into that chair. Inhale, reach. Exhale, dive it through. Hop or step it back. High plank finds that chaturanga. Exhale that right foot up. Inhale, pull through, crescent lunge. There'll be a change on this one, so make sure you don't fly through. Pay attention. Exhale, hands heart center. Find that twist. Release those hands, place them on either side of that right foot. Drop that left knee down. Peel it back. Flex those right toes back towards your face. Sitting back towards that left heel, keeping those hips nice and level for me. Take it back forward. Lift that left knee up. Reach those arms back up overhead. Drop that chest. Bring those arms back behind you. Squeeze those blades. And then drop that left knee down. Reach those arms up. Tip it back just slightly. Let it go. Step it back. Flow through. Getting into those hips. We'll do that same thing on the left side. Exhale, left foot up. Inhale, pull through. Crescent lunge. Exhale, hands heart center. Find that twist. Release those hands down to the mat. Drop that right knee. Tip it back. Flex those left toes back towards your face. Level those hips, sitting back towards that right heel. Shift it back forward for me. Lift that right knee up. Reach those arms up overhead. Tip it forward. Bring those arms back behind you. Squeeze those blades. Reach those arms back up overhead. Drop that right knee down. Tip it back. Hands come down. Step that left foot back. Flow through. Push it away. We'll add in 1 more stretch before we move on. Let's slowly walk our hands all the way back to our feet. Forward fold, tuck that chest all the way down to your thighs. Allow that chin to work in towards that neck. And then inhale, lengthen, straighten it all up, come up onto those fingertips. Heel toe those feet out nice and wide for me. Take that right hand, place it on the inside of that right foot, bend that right knee, lift that left arm up nice and high, straight left leg. Left hand comes down, bend that left knee, straighten out that right leg, reach that right arm up nice and high. Right hand comes down, heel toe those feet back together, quick balance here. We're gonna do a tree only balance today. Inhale, reach those arms up overhead. Exhale, heart center. So we'll shift our weight into that left foot. We're gonna pull our right foot up onto our calf, onto our inner thigh, or into that midline of the body. Hands go heart center. Roll those blades back behind you. Tuck that tailbone beneath you. Find that spot. Stare it down. Stay right here if you'd like. Open up those arms. Bring them up above you. Again, tuck that tailbone beneath you. We'll hold for 3, 2, 1. Hands come back to heart center. We're gonna add a hip opener here. So we slide that right foot onto that left thigh. Sit it back and down. Give me that figure 4 stretch. Hands can be at heart center or placed down on that mat. Sit through that right hip, level those hips out. Release that right foot down. Both feet are together. Forward fold for me. Tuck that chin into your chest. Bring that chest down to the thighs. Inhale, reach those arms up overhead. Exhale, heart center. Weight goes into that right foot. We're gonna pull that left foot onto that calf, onto that inner thigh, or into the midline of your body. Tuck that tailbone beneath you. Roll those blades back behind you. Stare that spot down. You can stay right here if you'd like. Grow that tree, reach those arms up overhead. Exhale those hands back to heart center. Shift that left foot further onto that right thigh. Sit it back for that figure 4 stretch. Hands can be at heart center or drop down to the mat. Try to release that neck. Release that left foot down to the mat. Forward fold, tuck that chin into your chest. Walk those hands all the way out. Find that high plank position. We'll do just a few knee drags right here. So wrists are just below your shoulders. Squeeze everything nice and tight. Drive that right knee into that chest. Push it back. Left knee drives in. Push it back. Right knee drives in. Push it back. Left knee drives in. Push it back. We'll do 2 more each side. Right knee pulls in. Push it back. Left pulls in. Push it back. 1 more. Right squeezes into that chest. Push it back. And then that left. Push it back. Drop those knees down. Find that table tap position. So bring those wrists up off the mat. Just roll them around a couple times for me. Release any tension in those wrists. We're going to go through a couple cat-cows right here. So we're going to inhale, arch our back up, drop our chin into our chest. Exhale, drop it down. Gaze goes up towards that crease between the ceiling and the wall. Inhale, arch it up. Exhale, drop it down. Gaze goes up. Inhale, arch it up. Exhale, drop it down. One more inhale, arch it up. Exhale, drop it down, gaze goes up. Find yourself back in neutral, place those feet together, knees go wide again, press it back to that child's pose again. We're gonna mix things up here. Reach those arms out in front of you first. Palms face one another, thumbs are facing up. Bring those hands together. Drop those thumbs towards the base of that neck. Scoot those elbows up so you can feel that stretch through those triceps. Release those hands back down to the mat. Take that right arm, loop it underneath that left armpit. Right ear comes down to the mat, gaze goes out. Right arm reaches back forward. Now take that left arm, loop it beneath that right arm. Left ear comes down to the mat. Find yourself back in the center. Push it back to that downward facing dog. Spread those fingers nice and wide. Press that chest back towards your thighs. Work those heels down to the mat. We're gonna take our longest flow here. Let's exhale that right foot up. Inhale, pull through. Warrior one. Exhale, open to two. Lift that front palm, reach it forward, bend it back, reverse that warrior now with a bent front knee. Exhale, side angle, elbow to knee or hand to mat. Lift that left arm up nice and high. Take me back to that warrior two. Straighten up that front leg. Soft bend in that knee. Reach those fingertips all the way forward, then drop it down. Find that triangle. Roll that shoulder blade away from your ear. Gaze goes up towards that left thumb if it does not bother your neck. Exhale that left hand down to the mat. Step that left foot in 2 to 3 inches. Inhale, come up onto those fingertips. Exhale, fold it into that right knee. Let's take that left hand, place it on or outside of that right foot. Reach that right arm up nice and high. Give me a twisted triangle. And let it go. Step it back, flow through. Exhale that left foot up. Inhale, pull through. Warrior one. Exhale, open to two. Lift that front palm, reach it forward, bend it back, reverse that warrior with a bent front knee. Exhale, let's find that side angle, elbow to knee or hand to mat, right arm lifts. Take me back to that warrior two. Straighten that front leg, reach those fingertips forward, drop it down. Left hand can be on that shin, on that thigh, wherever you need it in order to keep that chest nice and open. Exhale that right hand down, step that right foot in 2 to 3 inches. Inhale, come up onto those fingertips. Exhale, fold it in into that left knee. Working that forehead towards your shin or your knee. Let's take that right hand, place it on or outside of that left foot. Reach that left arm up nice and high. Find that twisted triangle. And let it go. Step it back, flow through, or just push it back to that downward facing dog. So that'll be our final flow of the day. We'll go through 3 of those and then close out class with stretching. We'll start in a chair for this final flow. Bend those knees, take a look through those hands, hop or step it forward. Forward fold. Sit it into that chair. Inhale, reach. Exhale, dive it through. Hop or step. High plank finds that chaturanga, or you push it back to that downward facing dog. Exhale that right foot up. Inhale, pull through. Warrior one. Exhale, open to 2. Flip that palm, reach it forward, bend it back, reverse that warrior. Exhale, side angle. This time I'm reaching that left arm up over my head, gazing below that armpit. Take me back to that warrior two. Straighten that front leg, reach those fingertips forward, drop it down. Triangle. Left hand comes down, step that left foot in 2 to 3 inches. Inhale, lengthen, exhale, fold into that right leg. Take that left hand, place it on or outside of that right foot. Reach that right arm up nice and high. And let it go. Step it back, flow through, or just push it back to that downward facing dog. Exhale that left foot up. Inhale, pull through, warrior one. Exhale, open to 2. Flip that front palm, reach it forward, bend it back, reverse that warrior. Exhale, side angle. Elbow to knee or hand to mat. Right arm reaches up and forward, gazing beneath that right armpit. Take me back to that warrior two. Tuck that tailbone beneath you. Keep everything nice and tight. Straighten out that front leg, reach it forward, drop it down, find that triangle. Right hand comes down, step that right foot in 2 to 3 inches. Inhale, lengthen up onto those fingertips. Exhale, fold it in. Take that right hand, place it on or outside of that left foot. Reach that left arm up nice and high. Let it go. Step it back, flow through. Give me those 5 breaths in that downward facing dog. Closing that mouth, breathing through that nose. So I want you to start revisiting your intention for class today. Focusing on your mat, your practice, not on what you have to do for the rest of the day. Let's bend those knees, take a look through those hands, hop or step it forward. Forward fold. Sit into that chair. Inhale, reach. Exhale, dive it through. Hop or step it back, high plank, finds that chaturanga. Exhale that right foot up, inhale, pull through. Warrior one. Open to two. Flip that palm, reach it forward, reverse that warrior. Exhale, side angle. Take me back to two. Straighten. Reach it forward, drop it down. Find that triangle. Left hand comes down, step it in. Inhale, lengthen. Exhale, tuck it in. Left hand goes on or outside of that right foot. Reach that right arm. And let it go. Step it back, flow through. Exhale, left foot. Inhale, one. Exhale, two. Flip and reverse. Exhale, side angle. Back to two. Straighten. Reach it forward, drop it down. Right hand comes down, step it in. Inhale, lengthen. Exhale, fold. Take that right hand, place it on that left foot. Reach that left arm up nice and high. And let it go. Step it back, flow through. One more flow, guys. Let's bend those knees, take a look through those hands, hop or step it forward, forward fold. Find that chair. Inhale, reach. Exhale, dive it through. Hop or step. Exhale that right foot up, inhale, pull through. Warrior one, final warrior one on this right side. Exhale, open to two. Flip that palm, reach it forward, bend it back, reverse that warrior. Exhale, side angle. Take me back to that two. Straighten that front leg, reach those fingertips forward, drop it down. Let's open up those fingers nice and wide. Press that left arm back behind your body. Left hand comes down, step that left foot in. Inhale, lengthen, exhale, fold into this right knee. Tip that weight back through that right heel. Really feel that length through that hamstring, that IT band. Then take that left hand, place it on or outside of that left foot. Reach that right arm up nice and high. Level those hips, square them out for me. Hands come down, step it back, flow through. Exhale that left foot and up for me. Inhale, pull through. Final warrior one on this left side. Exhale, open to two. Flip that front palm, reach it forward, bend it back, reverse that warrior. Exhale, side angle. Take me back to that warrior two. Straighten that front leg, reach those fingertips forward, drop that hand down. Open up those right fingertips nice and wide. Press that right arm back behind your body. Right hand comes down, step that right in, foot in 2 to 3 inches. Inhale, lengthen into that front leg. Exhale, fold it in. Take that right hand, place it on our outside of that left foot. Reach that left arm up nice and high for me. And let it all go. Nice job, guys. You did it. We're going to stretch it out, flow through. Push it away. Give me 5 good breaths in that downward facing dog. Let's exhale that right foot up. Inhale, pull through. Give me that pigeon pose. Bend that right knee. Bring that left heel towards that left hip. Lift that right hip up nice and high. Hands are out in front of you. Stay right here if you'd like. You can walk those hands out, forward folding, bringing your forehead down to the mat. Slowly work your way back up. Walk those hands back to that right ankle. We're going to bend that left knee. Try to grab at that ankle or those toes if you can. If not, that's fine. Release that left ankle. Swing that leg all the way around. Just like earlier, we find a tree. This time we're seated. Left leg is straight, right foot is on the inside of that left inner thigh. Inhale those arms up overhead. Exhale, forward fold. Bring those fingertips below the ball of the foot. Forward fold into that left knee. Take that right hand, grab on the outside of that left foot. Reach that left arm back behind you. Gaze over that left shoulder. Release from there. Take that left hand, place it on the inside of that left foot. Reach that right arm up nice and high. Open up that chest. Release from there. Take that bent right knee, cross it over that straight left leg. Left elbow goes on the outside of that right thigh. Find that spinal twist, gazing over that right shoulder. Make your way back to the center. Bring the feet together. Find that butterfly stretch, sitting up nice and tall. You can stay right here or walk your way down to those forearms, bringing the crown of the head towards the front of the room. From here, we'll transition into our final downward facing dog for the day. So hold this one for about 5 breaths, pressing that tailbone down onto the mat. Slowly walk those hands back to your feet. Sit it up nice and tall. Transition your way, however you feel comfortable, back to that downward facing dog. For one moment here, I want you just to assess how this feels. Do you feel like your chest is closer to your thighs? Your heels are closer to the mat? Do you feel a little more open? And then we'll exhale that left foot up. Inhale, pull through. Find that pigeon pose on that left side. Right heel comes towards that right, left heel comes towards that right hip, sorry. Left hip is lifted up nice and tall off that mat. And then if you'd like, exhale, slowly walk those hands out, working your forehead down to the mat. Slowly walk those hands back to that left ankle. Bending at that right knee, trying to grab that right foot or ankle with that right hand. Release from there. Swing that right leg around, finding yourself in that seated tree. Right leg is straight, left foot is placed on the inside of that right thigh. Square those hips forward. Inhale, reach those arms up overhead. Exhale, forward fold, grabbing below the ball of your foot. Take that left hand, scoot it on the outside of that right foot. Reach that right arm back behind you. Swing it around, take that right hand, place it on the inside of that right foot. Lift that left arm up, opening up your chest like a ballerina. Release from there. Take that bent left knee, cross it over that straight right leg. Find that spinal twist. Gaze goes over your left shoulder. Find yourself back in the center. Both legs outstretched out in front of you. We're slowly rolling ourselves all the way back onto that mat. One vertebrae at a time. That head comes down last. So I want you to take your right foot to the right side of the mat, the left to the left. Your arms are outstretched at your sides with your palms shining towards the ceiling. Releasing those muscles from the roof of your mouth. That tongue comes away. The muscles release from your forehead. Spending the next few moments just completely relaxing, acknowledging yourself for the practice you've just done, and melting into that mat.
So it is just like you said it would be. Life goes easy on me most of the time. And so it is, shorter story. No love, no glory. no hero in her sky. Can't take my eyes off of you.
We'll slowly bring movement into our fingertips and our toes.
I can't take my eyes off of you.
I'll have you hug your knees into your chest, making a connection at your fingertips if you can. Squeeze your blades back behind you, press your tailbone towards the mat.
I can't take my eyes.
Release those fingertips, bring the soles of the feet towards the sky, opening up for happy baby, grabbing on the inside or the outside of those feet.
Just like you said it should be. We'll both forget.
Release from there, carefully making your way to that seated position. We'll close out class exactly the way we started. So I'm going to have you cross your legs, sit it up nice and tall. Roll those shoulder blades back into your back pockets. Inhale, reach those arms up overhead. Exhale, heart center. Inhale, reach. Exhale, heart. One final time. Inhale, reach those fingertips nice and high. Exhale, open up that mouth, release all that air. Forward folding, releasing your neck one final time. The more we practice letting the space between our thoughts grow, the more we come to appreciate the beauty and power of silence. Namaste. Thank you guys for joining me today. Great job. Have a wonderful day.